Vulnerability. When you hear that word, you probably immediately associate it with being weak. And that's probably because you were brought up in a way that showed you not to show weakness or not to look weak or show any vulnerability. And on top of that, social media has probably told you the exact same thing. Social media is probably ingrained in your mind, whether it's from self-improvement YouTubers to anyone, that showing weakness or any kind of vulnerability is a bad thing. And when I'm talking about vulnerability, I don't just mean telling people your fears and anxieties. It could also be just asserting an opinion which may offend someone. It could just be telling a joke that may not be funny. It's just sticking your neck out on the emotional line. And by doing all these actions, you're being vulnerable, you're showing vulnerability. And you're also subconsciously saying to the other person that I don't care what you think of me, this is who I am, and I just refuse to be anyone else. You're saying that. And what is that? That is just the definition of confidence. Like, think of it like this, bro. There are two versions of you. There's a version of you that walks into the room, gives eye contact to everyone he talks to, has comfortable body language, isn't afraid to express his emotions, isn't afraid to tell an opinion that might offend someone. And when he makes mistakes, he admits it and maybe apologises. Now, the second version of you, he walks into the room, maybe hunched over, and he's unable to look anyone in the eyes. He avoids saying opinions that might make others upset, and maybe sometimes even lies to avoid any conflict with others, his feelings, or pretend like it didn't even happen or didn't affect him. Now, ask yourself this. Which version of yourself do you want to be? Which version of yourself do you think is more powerful? Which version of yourself was more vulnerable? And which version of yourself was more confident? Obviously, the first one. So because the first version of yourself there wasn't afraid to show any emotion, kept true to his words, didn't feel the need to hide his opinions or lie about something, he's the one that actually comes across as more powerful and more confident, versus you just hiding your emotions. You're making yourself look weak and much less powerful and confident. Now, chances are you're watching this because you're not confident at all, or you're not as confident as you want to be. And a big reason for this is because you're not expressing your intentions, and you're not showing your emotions to anyone. You might be talking to someone and you pick a shallow, safe conversation topic to have, which in the end just gets boring, rather than taking a more risky route to a conversation, which actually might be much more interesting. All of those things I've just described are symptoms of the inability to show your vulnerability, and therefore not being confident. Now, whether it's bodybuilding, learning a new language, or starting a new job, there's going to be a pain period in which you're going to feel really uncomfortable and vulnerable, which is good when showing your emotions. Now, it's important to accept that when undertaking this, you are going to struggle, you are going to fail, and you're going to hate this feeling. And you'll probably try to avoid this at any cost by making up excuses in your head, saying you're doing it, you're going to do it tomorrow, saying you're not ready yet. But if you can slowly work on being more vulnerable and showing your true self, then you can slowly chisel away that old version of you and bring out the new confident version of you. And when you actually make decent progress with this, you're going to realise how liberating it actually feels to express your opinions unapologetically and your emotions to people. And it's true that some of these people won't like you for it. That's good, because you don't even want those people in your life anyway. But there are going to be some people that actually do like these aspects of you, who actually do like your opinions, and these are the people that are going to be your lifelong friends, because you're going to be fully compatible with them. But yeah, I hope this video helps. Yeah, see ya.